How good was Sale tonight again?
He was really, really good again. Yeah, it's kind of like vintage Chris Sale now. Last 2 or 3 times out, it's been really, really good. And you saw he came out. Velocity was really good early. Slider was really good again. He was just, really good.
How satisfying or how happy were you to see Michael Harris come through with a big hit?
He'd been struggling. He'd been working. I know he's out here hitting early today, and they've been processing things. So that was good, for him. I mean, he about wanted for us to bat before when he could have pierced a gap right there and scored 2. So that was real encouraging to see.
What about Fairchild just getting that great jump and then kind of getting under that tag?
No, it was great. I said it was a great send by Tui. I mean, he's, that's kind of the fun part of being a third base coach when those guys force your hand because they're running so hard. And he was flying, and it was a great read, and he's got down the line, a great send by Tui.
About to think, but what you've seen out of Iggy these past 2, does it just feel like you're right back in August?
Yeah, no, and I think it's just kind of, I do think the coming out of spring and that long layoff and not having leads in the 9th inning, and he kind of wasn't in shape. Then we let him go 3 in a row, and I don't know if that's good or bad. I know he wanted to pitch, but now he's kind of been a little more regular, and you're seeing what he's capable of. But that was something else what he did out there. That's tough in extra innings, man. When that guy's you got a guy that can run out there, and that first guy's no joke that he had to face too.
When you see Marcel get fed changeup after changeup and then at bat, and then they try and sneak a fastball past, do you just marvel at just his ability?
Yeah, well, that guy's he's a hitter, man. I mean, he's one of the better hitters in the game, and he's been scuffling a little bit too lately, so that was big for him also.
What's the mood kind of in the clubhouse? You win this game kind of grind
out
great
style. It doesn't get any better than winning a game like that, winning a game like we did last night, the night before. It's 3 pretty energizing games that we've played the last 3, and against really good teams, and hang around in this one and come back and win it is huge. It can do wonders for a club and their psyche.
A couple of infield hits for him, but overall, how proud are you of the way your staff has handled Ellie De La Cruz these first couple games?
Well, I mean, their whole club. I mean, we pitched really good here the last, obviously, yesterday and today with Chris, and then the bullpen guys were solid as could be. Pitched huge out by Pierce right there. I think that kind of, you forget about that, but I was just sitting there in the dugout thinking, get this guy here, we're going to win the game. And that was a big, big at bat right there, because Chris had kind of left it all out there, and he picked him up big time, and that was huge. And Dicebell, you know what, he kept pitching and kept it, minimized it, and they all have been really, really good.
And for Sale, I know it's round numbers, but to get to 300 starts and 2,000 innings, I mean, just how hard this game is.
Oh my
how
God,
impressive.
yes, he's just it seems like we're throwing every ball out because he's, surpassing somebody or reaching another milestone. It just speaks volumes to the career that the man's had, and how he's persevered through a lot of injuries and all that. I got so much respect for that guy and how he goes about it, the teammate he is, the professional, just how competitive. I mean, it's just, it's a lot of fun being on his team.
Was there any talk of taking Marcel out after he had kind of that tug and that?
No, because it was just a little cramp.
Okay.
I think. I told him Masagua. But yeah, it wasn't, he didn't pull anything or whatever. He just cramped up a little bit. He's on his legs a lot when he hits, and so he was fine, because I said, hit a 2-run homer or hit, we're gonna run for you anyway. In retrospect, thank God we didn't have to.
The final 2 innings, would that kind of spark something in this offense? I mean, it's an ups and downs of the regular
Yeah,
season.
you know what? I don't know. I hope. It'd be great if it could. Things like that are what can get you going. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't do anything but good for a club and their mindset and the confidence and, you know, just winning a tough game like that. And actually the last three, I mean, that does, this is a mental game. You know, it's just such an up and down sport. And so, yeah, it can have a great effect on a club.
Anything else? All right.
Okay, thank you.